Hey guys, Morten Aastad here. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I want to show you a record I bought just yesterday and that I'm very excited about. Some of you who know me a little bit by now know that I have a very wide range when it comes to music that I like and enjoy, but some of you also know that I am a big fan of the works of Stephen Malkmus, and as I may have told you in a previous video, I think, where I showed that I finally got my first Pavement album on vinyl. I showed you my Pavement CDs, but the way I got into Pavement originally and fell in love with that band was because I just sort of randomly picked up a CD many years ago, which was the solo debut album of Stephen Malkmus. As you can see, it was bought at Platekompaniet probably in the year 2002 or early 2003. I think this was like a stand of CDs on offer of, the picks, the favorite records, that kind of thing, of the staff of that Platekompaniet for the year 2002. And since then I've been trying to keep up with what Stephen has been doing, and of course he's been with the Jigs, and these are all of my Stephen Malkmus related CDs. Later on, sort of, I've become aware of his some of his cohorts, and for example, I love the band Sleater-Kinney, and I know that later iterations of the Jigs, Janet Weiss, the drummer from Sleater-Kinney, became a member. There are one or two of his later things that I still haven't gotten around to get. Getting CDs have been here in Norway have become slightly. You have to more or less either rely on that one store in Oslo to get them for you that still sells new CDs, or you have to order it from your Amazons and your iMusic, and that tends to mean customs and all that stuff that I've talked about many times. So this is my newest record, Stephen Malkmus record, and I know he's recorded one album. Whoa, after that, hang on, everything fell out. And I have also gotten one record by the Silver Jews, and I was actually meant yesterday, I was going to get this record and I was going to get a record by the Silver Jews, and then I got in the store and I plain forgot and I got another record, but I think I'll make that a separate video. I'm trying to make some shorter videos with stuff that I've gotten recently and put them out so that I have some videos premiering while I'm gone in the month of May. And of course, like I showed you recently, I got my very first Pavement album on vinyl. Been contemplating. I have them on CD, and these really nice deluxe CDs as well. Should I get the vinyl? And I really want Pavement on vinyl. I love Pavement. It's one of my favorite things. I just have to admit. Like I said, I didn't know about Pavement initially. Well, I may have been aware of them, but we're talking 23, 24 years ago now. And since then, I actually saw Pavement at the Øya Festival here in Oslo. So what did I get? I got a record, and I went on Wikipedia just so randomly 2 days ago and said, what has Stephen Malkmus been up to lately? I thought I better check. I hadn't checked in a while, and I went through, his discography, and there I saw there was a record that said 2024, but it wasn't a Stephen Malkmus record as such, but it's this one, the Hard Quartet. This is an indie supergroup, and the Hard Quartet are Emmett Kelly, Stephen Malkmus, Matt Sweeney, and Jim White. And if I understood it right, they all share guitar, bass, and vocal duties, while Jim White plays the drums. I thought I'd just read what I found on Wikipedia. So they are an indie rock supergroup formed in May of 2023. Members are Malkmus, Sweeney, Jim White, and Kelly. And Malkmus, Sweeney, and Kelly share vocal, guitar, and bass duties, while White is the group's drummer. And Malkmus, of course, primarily known for being the frontman and primary singer of Pavement during the 90s, while Sweeney was the frontman and guitarist of the band Chavez during the same decade. White is one of the founding members of the Australian instrumental rock band Dirty Three. Kelly, in addition to being the leader of the Cairo Gang, previously collaborated with White on numerous projects, beginning with Will Oldham's 2006 album The Letting Go. Malkmus and Sweeney knew each other for many years before Sweeney first proposed the idea of the Hard Quartet, which he did while he and Malkmus were collaborating on the latter's solo album Traditional Techniques. And so they first announced that in July 24 that they were releasing a single, Earth Hate, and the following month they released their second single, Riot's Song, accompanied by a music video based on the video for the Rolling Stones' 1981 song, Waiting for a Friend. Right. Hard Quartet's debut album, also called The Hard Quartet, released on Matador Records in October 2024. And I had never seen any trace of this. I may have and ignored it, but I did listen to this a little bit on the old Spotify there before buying this, and it was right up my alley. And I think it'll be right up anyone's alley if they like Pavement, particularly, I would say. This is a double album, it seems, but not a gatefold, so I'll just show you the back of that. Lyrics. No, sorry. Song titles. There we are. So like I said, I've already listened to this a little bit, and I actually heard the whole album through while riding a tram, and then I sort of arrested myself in listening to it once more, because I thought, I need to get this and save my listening experience for the vinyl. So there we are. Because I immediately went on Big Dipper's website, and found out that not only did they have it in their on their website, but they also had a copy at their store, so I didn't have to order this lovely. Yeah, this is Coke bottle green, isn't it? And I'm sure it'll look exactly the same, but we'll have a look at the second album record. Sorry. I was a little bit apprehensive, worried at first when I saw that this was a double album, because I was worried it was going to be 45 RPM, but the songs are, some of them are quite lengthy, so, and it just said clear vinyl, so I'm extra happy. I love vinyl when it's this color. I really do.
Explodes inside, and the tune's not fit for hiding. Killed by death, floating on life itself. Killed by death, floating on life itself. Your tongue in my head is all my too used to be bad. Guess I'll leave it, and the blood flows cool and even. Killed by death, owed on life itself. Killed by death, owed on life itself. My tongue in your head is all mine to lose in the same.
So guys, I hope you, if you are a fan of Stephen Malkmus and Pavement, of course, and know these other guys, love a comment about that you enjoyed me showing you this record, my addition to my Stephen Malkmus collection, I guess you could say. And so even though I didn't get a Silver Juice record this time around, I did get one other, but yeah, I'll show it in a separate video. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please click like. That helps my channel. If you want to subscribe, well, that makes me happy. And I hope to see you soon in another video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.